Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ten Shadows podcast. I'm with my host, Frankie. You like to introduce yourself? I guess our current audience that already should know who you are by now.
Why did you pause before you said my name? Wait, you don't even know my name anymore at this point?
Nah, I don't remember it. I don't remember it. I don't. I really do not remember it. So,
Well, I might be leaving this soon then, but it's Frankie, like this dumbass said.
nah, I don't even know why I even paused there. It's like I should know that. I was like, wait, does he have another name? I always call him Frankie. Does he have another name, like thing? Like I changed my names like 3 times. All right, my name also is now Johnny Hugo. This is the YouTube stream now, the YouTube channel. It should be it'll work well. This is gonna be my name forever now, especially now. Especially because Bleach is gonna like define who I am. So I chose a very Bleach name. Eventually I'll move away into other streams, but I'll just keep this name anyway because that's kind of like there's like the meteor names. Like I need like an anime name, so that's basically what I went with. You know, in case anyone wants to know basically why I chose this name. But without further ado, we'll begin our review of episode 8 of the Ten Shadows podcast. Right at the start, we see Aizen crying about wanting to save more lives, and Unohana tells her off. This is effectively what she does. Did you like she told her off, I guess? Or no? Do you reckon it was stupid or anything like that? I dropped out anyway. Okay, so I thought it might have been a little bit stupid, maybe a little bit off topic because he's saying obviously was bothered about not healing. You could probably think maybe Yamamoto's orders is a little bit stupid, but you also got to realize that Unohana probably straight up just has to follow Yamamoto's orders, even if it was stupid. I do think it was a bit stupid, but that's neither here nor there. She kind of has to follow it. So I thought it was a bit crash. And so that's kind of the section what we get up to. The next part we get up to is Ichigo talks to Hinata and then to Rukia, and then Ichigo talks to Hinata. This is about Hinata telling him that he has to heal him. Ichigo, being who Ichigo is, tries to deny trying to get help. He says he's alright, and then Hinata is like, "No, I can see you're very injured. I need to heal you as well." Then we move on to
I'm
an
back.
attendant.
My bad.
Nice, nice,
My
nice,
bad.
nice.
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, good. You only missed Isane and Unohana, like one of the least important characters in the whole series.
Okay.
And I was just starting talking about like Ichigo like talks to Hinata, and then like Hinata is like, "Oh, I can see you're very injured," and then Ichigo, being Ichigo who he is like, "Nah, I'm not hurt. I'm not hurt at all. I'm all good. I'm pretty good."
Yeah.
um Obviously this is like totally in character for something that he would do.
Yeah. Totally.
And then we move to an attendant that tells Ichigo what's happening with Rukia, and then Ichigo is like, I can't remember what he says, but then Rukia scolds him from the room saying, "You heard I was right, didn't you?"
Mhm.
And then Shinji pops in and then also talks to them. And then eventually this, because I don't exactly remember like word for word, and then eventually Ichigo leaves, and then Ruki's like, "Oh, I'm super worried about him." Obviously, I'm paraphrasing it, but like, I'm worried about him, and then Shinji's like, "Oh no, he's probably just super tired," and then Ruki's like, "Nah, I think he's hiding something much more different, something more beneath the surface." And obviously, this is an allusion to the inner turmoil about what Ichigo heard from Yearlock about how he it's heavily alluded to him being a Quincy, but not necessarily yet. He doesn't know that part of it yet. How do you like these kinds of illusions and allegories? I guess.
Yeah, I remember talking about how like Kubo can be like very on the nose,
Yeah,
and then except this time around he's like not.
yeah.
But wait, hold on, give me a second. Someone's literally like shouting.
I actually can't hear it
Hold
that
on, hold on.
much.
No, but I'm trying to hear what they're actually shouting at me. Hold
Ah,
up,
okay.
because like it was pretty not like they were yelling. Like I looked and I could see it, and like it was these people are like with the hugging out like a symbol, and they were like, "Can I get a hug? Can I get a hug?" And I'm just like, oh, fuck, like. And then like I at least waved at them because like I'm not gonna. Well, first of all, because they're across the street,
Yeah.
so if like, they want me to cross the street, and not with like any like like sign or light. Like they just want me to cross the middle of a busy street to give strangers who are yelling at me a hug.
hundred
It was
percent.
like really bizarre. Yeah, it was really bizarre, and I was
Whenever you
and
talk
I
to
was
her,
like I just
just randomly say, "I'm walking here" in a New York accent.
and the thing is like I don't know like if they're like like some kind of like mental issue going on and then they're gonna like spurg because like I'm not giving them what I mean? Like I just like
Yeah.
so I was just like I need to pay attention to like how they're acting
And
without
then wave
looking
at them,
like I'm
maybe.
paying
Yeah.
attention. Because like and because I don't and then I don't want to be distracted and it's like especially because I have headphones on and then they go like, oh, I'm tired of people. I don't know. Like I just yeah, but okay, it seems like the coast is clear.
Yeah.
But okay, but like I was saying is that like the whole Kobo can be pretty like subtle and not reveal a lot of information and very slow on the uptick of things, right?
Yeah.
And then like the whole Quincy reveal was so like blatant, and then now they're going with the tease, the teasing and the what could this mean? I'm like we literally established that like everyone knows what this means.
Yeah. Everyone knows what York meant when he said that.
Yeah. And so now it's like almost one of those things where like we're in video games. I don't know, like this. I don't know which game to pick off the top of my head, but like in video games, when like like certain information, or like how like a certain quest is gonna go, but like the game won't let you
Yeah.
pick the dialogue you want. Like you can't do it, and so like you have to play the game the way the game wants you to do it. And then it's like that, but like like we like they know we all know what the information is now, and we know that even the character does. So now that we're like not getting the information or the aftermath or the reaction that we want, and we now have to like see in real time what does he mean. Well, we know what they mean. It was pretty annoying.
The
So
only
like
one
now
that
it's like
might not is Ichigo because like it might have been like the first time he's ever heard of it, but everyone else kind of like understands it.
yeah. So it was a tad bit annoying, but otherwise not at all. Not at all offensive.
Yeah. Because I can see
I just
Ichigo going, "Yeah, you like that fucking cunt. He's lying to me." Oh, my dad definitely
exactly.
hides secrets from me from time to time.
Yeah. The two aren't connected.
Yeah. 100%. They're not mutually exclusive.
Right. They can't have a crossover.
Yeah, not yet.
All right, continue.
Yeah, anyway, so Ichigo leaves, and then the scene cuts away to now the Gotei 13 meeting. This is where an attendee appears, and then he's like, "Oh, Kibashi and Byakuya, they're pretty screwed up right now. They may never return to office again." This actually happens a lot in Bleach, where
Yeah,
they're
the near death.
near death. They may never work again, and then they work again.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Anyway, so that happens, and then Soifon obviously has a outburst at that point because they're at the lowest point. They just lost their leader that they probably believed in and never thought Yamamoto would probably ever lose.
Yeah.
And so they're literally at their lowest point essentially. Anyway, so Soifon screams at the attendee. Then Kensei tells her off for screaming at him. and
Yeah.
then and then Soifon then says, "Oh yeah, you're like this because you never liked Yamamoto in the first place." And then
Uh,
Komamura then screams at Soifon.
yeah, this was so dumb. Like, I understand like the environment they're trying to pick, but but first of all, like, and I understand this also might be character building, but at this point, it's just like people don't like Soy Fun anymore. Like because he went a little overboard in the whole like like Kubo has very good female characters,
Yeah.
but this is his only mess. This is his only stereotypical strong boss girl. Because like all the other women are like strong independent women without the whole like Hollywood esque attributes.
Yeah.
And she's like the only one that like Kubo has chosen to be like, oh, she's also a boss girl, but like in like the Hollywood movie kind of way. And like yeah, like people have not liked her for a long time, and so like a stupid scene like this is not.
Yeah, it's not gonna redeem her character for them, but like it's like I understand kind of like what's kind of happening and why she's like this, obviously, but like this
It's just
scene definitely
not the
doesn't
not the
go. Oh my god!
not
I
the
liked
way.
how
Yeah.
Soifon's very expressive about her anger and sadness.
Yeah,
Now
not
they're
the
just gonna
way we
make
like.
fun of her for being immature, like
Right,
Mr.
exactly.
Tomo.
Like yeah, like there's ways to show discord and unrest because of the death of Yamamoto. This was not it. This was not the way to do it. This was more. This was almost actually. This was just Soifon being Soifon. It should have actually been someone who's normally not like that to show it. But since Soifon is like that to begin with,
Yeah, it should have been
like
Ukitake. Like it should have been Ukitake or Shunsui, but they wanted Shunsui to really step up and now be the head captain.
yeah,
Because he wasn't
yeah,
the head captain. It's just he obviously stepped up into the role before he actually even got the role.
yeah. Was definitely not a fan
Yeah, so it
of
should have
the
been
series.
Ukitake, ironically, but everyone would have thought that it would have been out of character for Ukitake. But then again, the Ukitake fandom is very hungry right now for like content.
Mhm. Shit, me.
I'm sussing out right now.
You're what?
I'm sussing out right now.
What does that mean?
Nah, it's streaming right and everything, and the chat's not appearing for some weird reason. I don't understand why. Because everything's going, everything's streaming. It's streaming, it's live. I've got the end broadcast button. Everything's streaming. Because everything is up right now, but why do I not see the chat?
You tell me.
Yeah.
Hmm. No, I'm joking. That was me. I'm sorry.
I need to find out whether I boomied this shit up again. because I do not want to have that happen again where I literally go through a full live. Yeah, it's live and everything. It's just not showing up the chat.
I guess continue.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be doing that.
Like, oh damn, that almost tripped.
Was that it in America?
W.
Yeah, it's up and everything. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'll just continue. But that's just weird. I'm not seeing the chat. I guess that's just my OBS being weird. Maybe I've got to update it or something.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's definitely not. It's definitely not a great moment for Soifon. I hope that Kubo does something more for Soifon, more than what he's doing right now, like something more different, because like that nothing here is just going to redeem her character in the eyes of the fans, because like she's already well
Yeah.
hated and her acting super bitchy. Like I understand why, and then like I even like it, but like it's just not going to redeem her in the eyes of the fans. It's like unironically
Yeah.
that Yu-Gi-Oh bridge moment with Kaiba. Now my character is going to work it, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Like it's just it's literally it's just the same.
Yeah, yeah,
Just the same. It's just the same.
yeah. So like realistically, this is just a Shunsui moment, a great Shunsui moment, and that's it,
Uh-huh.
and nothing else.
Oh.
So now we move on to the scene changes to when Mayuri is talking about to Ichigo, and they're talking about what Shikai and what it means for a Bankai is destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
And Ichigo finds out that once a Bankai is destroyed, it would never be the same again. That like it always weaker than what it once was, and they also find out that Mayuri knows about Ikiku's Bankai and all that, and like Renji's Bankai, things like that,
Uh-huh.
and how like it's like superficial their repairs, and it's not even the same as what it once was.
Yeah.
Which is probably why we actually haven't seen Ikiku's Bankai at all. Probably.
Well, we also haven't seen Ikaku fight to begin with anyway, so I mean,
That as
I think
well.
that's the better. I think that's the better reason.
Yeah, I guess no, I guess the Ronka Rock when he because he got his thing destroyed, why didn't he go Wonka against Poe? It could have unironically been that where Ikaku just didn't want to use it because it's already been broken once.
Well, I mean, it was also that stupid. I don't want to do it in front of people character trait thing, so I don't even know if it was that.
Yeah, 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 definitely. Yeah,
I
it could have been
mean,
multiple
Fanboy only
reasons now.
did it. Fanboy only did it because he I mean, Shikai at least. He only did it because oh yeah,
Smash
because it wasn't Shikai. Well, it was the magical she. Whatever. This is a stupid topic, but yeah,
Squad 11 and their weird and there's very strange ideas of hiding secrets.
yeah. I'd hate
Um,
to see what someone in Squad 11 looks like who's in the closet.
100%. I kind of do.
I can I can only be gay right now because no one in Squad 11 is here.
No one else. Even though everyone thinks that about Yamachika and Ikaku.
Impossible.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, continue.
Now move on to this is where Mayuri then alarms Ichigo about the incoming Squad Zero entrance. And then he's just like, nah, I don't want to meet them, but you probably should come along because, well, it's Squad Zero. And now we get to the open field, and this is where Squad Zero's wacky entry now comes into the show. And
Uh-huh.
this is where they come out. They're all playing musical instruments. I'm pretty sure Senjimura with all her arms have the whole different instruments and I think a flag.
Yeah.
And they're all playing music. I guess this is maybe their way of like trying to comfort the
No, no, no. Don't, you're putting too much headcanon. You're putting too much don't do that. don't
yeah, yeah.
don't read
So you think
don't
they're just
rethink this one.
acting that weirdly to begin with because they're that weird?
They're just weird because they're that weird, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Have
And
you
then
seen them?
and this is where Soifon has another outburst because obviously she's
Yeah,
angry and sad, and they just came in with this really BS entrance.
this is so this yeah. They really it's this review, this recap that really reminds me they did soy fun so dirty.
Yeah, yeah, they really do. They really did.
I
And
can't
like
wait to see.
it gets
Yeah, go
worse
ahead.
because now Tenjiro then goes and gets a drop on Soifon
Oh
and
yeah,
speed blitzes her. So it's like it's more insult to more insult on a character.
yeah, yeah.
Um then Ichibe, I guess it's like kind of like understandable now. Ichibe then lectures Tenjiro off about doing that.
The bullying.
Yeah, yeah. Tells him off for doing it, and even he like slaps him.
Uh huh.
And then they then discuss taking Ichigo up and a whole bunch of other items. But then it turns out Senjima already has all the other items. They just need to grab Ichigo. And they also declare like things like they're gonna rebuild Soul Society, etc. But that was why Soifon got angry at them in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And
What? You
now,
guys are gonna help us? I can't believe you guys are gonna help us. I'm so mad that you guys are gonna help us. Stupid.
essentially, yeah, they did her so dirty. They did her so dirty.
It's just a stupid complaint.
Yeah,
I can't, I can't believe you're helping us. Why didn't you help us before? Like, bro,
they did her so dirty. It's not funny.
because like, dude, she had like two or three characteristics. One
Tsundere,
of them,
Yoroichi.
one of them, well, yeah, one of them being that she's also like short-tempered. But that was one of them. But like now, it's her only personality that's carried over.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yoroichi and Bean is short tempered,
Uh,
which is so bad.
yeah,
Which is where she just keeps getting made fun of for being immature, and it's like this is her character the whole time, being short
yeah,
tempered. It's like done really poorly now, where it just makes her seem
hmm
like a total colossal bitch.
yeah, because she's wrong too.
Yeah, definitely.
Uh,
It's still bugging me about how the chat's thing. Anyway, just keep going. Now this is the point where Kisuke interrupts the meeting, and then he explains to Ichigo that they're alright, and he
little
should go
baby.
do what he wants essentially. And then they struck a deal with him. Totally a not guessable character right there that shows up randomly and is like, "Oh my god, is that Ichigo's
Yeah,
voice?"
yeah,
And they even grab like catnip to bring him over somewhere else.
yeah.
I'll be so insulted if I was him.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And anyway, Ichigo gets like obviously worried about, but like Kisuke tells him that they're fine and they struck a good deal essentially. And then like Ichigo then makes a decision that he should go up. And we also get like it's funny how it's Chad gets these good down to earth moments where like he gets to be introspective about what other people are doing. Like it kind of
Mhm.
like works for his character, but also makes him seem dumb because it's like he should really know by now who Ichigo truly is, and that's like a really altruistic, I'll save someone no matter what kind of guy at
Mhm.
this point. But he does still get those down to earth moments, which kind of like helps out his character and pads it out that like he's worried about what people say and what people do, like the rhetoric. And I think Kisuke just responds, "Do you do you not know who Ichigo is?" I think he does unironically say that that what he will choose is helping people. Now, and then in typical fashion, this is even worse than silly fun. Kikako basically is relegated to being an Uber driver, where she just randomly shoots them around the place.
Yeah. Well, that's what she's always been.
Yeah, but honestly, this is why my ironically be worse than silly fun in
Yeah,
terms of
well,
like development.
it's not the same thing because like it's she was never a character to begin with, so like don't
I guess no, I think a lot of people expected things from her, and that's kind of like, well,
No, they
like, oh,
didn't.
she's like that
No,
girl
they
to Yoruichi.
no, they didn't. Dude, by the time the fucking her debut arc ended, she was no one remembered her anyway. Like it was like, oh, it's Dumbo, and then it's like, oh yeah, and then I guess that girl from earlier in this, she was already earlier in the series, and the series just started.
Yeah, true.
She got way better because she got, oh, I remember her, which is so much better than, oh my god, you so fun, shut up.
Sure. Yeah. Anyway, so she gets relegated to being a Uber driver, and now we
Uh,
get to the next part where we're at the royal palace now, and we get the
oh,
nice
you're
blue
you're gonna talk,
atmosphere.
you're gonna talk, you're gonna talk over, or you're gonna skip over,
The ginger appearance.
yeah,
It
you're really gonna skip over
was
that?
it was very short.
There were
We'll talk about it.
multiple, there were two bombshells dropped.
I guess the Ganju is gonna help them somewhat, and
No, yeah.
yeah, and then Ganju's Jin. Oh my god, why is Ganju in Jinjo sounds so much simpler?
Uh-huh, and
Ginger and Tsukushima and the other ones that are
no,
gonna train and help them, and then
yeah,
and
uh-huh.
then we get more illusions
There we go.
that Ishin is a Shiba.
Yes. Why'd you skip over that?
It was so short.
That's the point.
And honestly, I didn't even write it on my script.
Oh my god. It's called building blocks, Theo.
Anyway, besides, it gets
Anyway,
talked about much, much more later because we obviously get the whole Ishin explaining himself.
that's why. And so like it helps to know that this was established. It doesn't just come out of nowhere. That's why it was good.
All right, all right, all
Whatever,
right.
man. Continue.
All right, now we're moving on to the part of the script that I had written down.
Yeah.
So we're at the Royal Palace now. It's a nice blue.
You're lucky I'm here.
Yeah, definitely. Oh my god, now my dad's trying to.
Nice.
We got a nice blue atmosphere, and this is the part where Ichigo realizes this is where Aizen wanted to be the entire time, and he's like, "Oh, when did we use the key, like the literal key,
Mhm.
the Oaken key?" And then like that's when Ichigo turns around and is like, "Nah, bro, the Oaken is us."
Yes, he said nah, bro.
Aizen want to become us,
Yes. Yes.
and that's when that happens, and then that's when Senjimaro does her big speech about Aizen might have been evil, but the queen sees. Yeah, yeah. So we get that part, and then
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and so Ichigo, that's how he responded, and then after that, we move on to the next parts where Ichigo basically gets put on a rocket because like that's how like there's not even a lead up to that. It's kind of like it just like jumps to that, which is kind of what why Ichigo even gets angry at them and is like asks for an explanation because like even the viewers kind of like what just happened because Ichigo kind of like just gets put on another rocket pad. And then Ichigo asks them where they're going, and then Tenjiro's like, "Nah, bro, I'm not gonna explain anything to you." And then Kira slaps in, and then Kira then explains where they are, what the Royal Palace is. And then Tanjiro tells him that he's gonna take him to his area where he's gonna heal him. And then Ichigo then gets rocketed away again.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're in a bathhouse. And Tanjiro like explains to him how he heals. And what he does to like Byakuya where he throws him into the blood pond and the blood river.
Yeah.
I don't remember the names he gives to all of them.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, yeah. All we know
Alright.
is that one's like a very hot pool of like lava thing. No, it
Yeah.
was blood. Blood. And the other one is like a nice little spring. And this is where he throws Byakuya in Blood Pond Hell. And Ichigo's like, "No, be careful with him. He's close to death." And then Tenchiro's just like drops the one liner of, "This is how I heal, bro."
This is how I heal, bro.
and and then the point of it is just like Tanjiro can heal better than Unohana can, and that's why he's up here. And that's kind of like the point of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's basically the last part of this episode. I'm trying to remember if they do the allusion to Kenpachi walking into the.
Oh my god, you watched it.
I didn't watch it fully. I like skimmed through it today. It's been like a week since I actually properly watched it. I think that this is when Unohana does pop up, doesn't she? This is when Kenpachi enters the Mukin. He walks in there. We see him walk in there because I think he does that at the end. You remember?
mm, doesn't sound right.
Okay, okay. It may or may not happen, but I'm pretty sure Kenpachi walks into the Mukin. Like we just kind of like see like the start of that, like the little bit of the start of that.
I don't think it is because like doesn't this end with? Oh, I think it does because with the Soul King thing.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so
Also, when you sign off, I'm gonna be on mute. I'm gonna be on mute right now. So once you're wrapping up, you're also gonna have to
I'm wrapping
sign
off
off without me.
anyway
But
right
like, yeah,
now
I'll be around.
because this is the end of it right now. You can say goodbye right now.
Goodbye.
All right, goodbye. That's Frankie, my co-host, like leaving. If you like the video, leave a comment down below if you like the stream. If you have any thoughts about a thing, you think we missed something, or you think something's important, or you like the review, leave down a comment, that sort of thing. Now, I like this episode about. It's definitely a lot downhill than what the previous two episodes were, because this is like kind of like the aftermath. This is kind of like the talking, so it's like fair enough. I like the episode at least. It's about 7 out of 10. Anyway, that's it for this episode. I'll catch you guys in the next one.